Hey everybody, this is Marianne, and I wanted to talk to you about the annotated bibliography. So everybody just kind of freaks out when they hear annotated bibliography, and it's just really, please don't get freaked out. It's really something super simple. It takes a minute to do it, yes, but it's not as complicated as the actual word. So this is the sheet of paper that you'll get. But a student told me one time, she's like, oh, that's the paper where you do a citation in 3 paragraphs. I'm like, oh my God, yes, that's all it is. So, and that's exactly what it is. You do a citation and then you do 3 paragraphs. So here's a quick example. Um, right up here, this is annotated bibliography. We have a citation and then we have 3 paragraphs about that source. There we go. And I'll tell you the details here in a minute. But again, we have a citation, and then we have 3 paragraphs. That's it. 3 paragraphs, 3 short paragraphs. And then I'm going to tell you what the 3 paragraphs are about. So the 3 paragraphs, the first paragraph is a summary of the article. Now, let me caution you, you don't have to read the whole article. Read the header, read the subtitles, read the titles. Go to at the beginning and read the abstract. Read the first paragraph. Look at the end, look at the very end, and then come back, like go to the end of the actual text before their sources and read the conclusion and the findings and see what they ended up coming up with. What were their findings? What was the conclusion? So you don't have to read the whole thing. So don't get all worked up about that, but get a flavor, read enough to get a flavor for what that article is about. So what does it discuss? In what format is the data or content shown? Did they do a study? Did they do a survey? Did they do a literature review? You know, where's the information coming from that they're writing about? And then actually after that, the second paragraph is evaluating the credibility of the source. So where did you find it? So if you needed to go to the college database, then make mention of that because their sources are credible. Uh, who wrote the source? And what are their credentials? When I say credentials, I mean how much have they written? Where did they go to school? Where did they do their research? Where are they working right now? Now, just because, let me warn you, just because they wrote a lot of, maybe I'm talking in general, like say you found an internet source and oh my gosh, here's an author, they wrote this article about blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you click their name and then it takes you to a list of everything that they've written. Please take note. Are they writing about the same topic or are they a, a an employed author who writes about all kinds of different subjects and whatever their employer wants them to write about? So that author is not as credible as, say, an author who has written article after article after article on the same subject. So be careful. We don't want a jack of all trades. We want somebody who is specific in that field so that they can be considered somewhat of an expert. Who published this source? So that makes a difference too. Like uh, an article published in the Daily Mail is less credible than, say, something published in Reuters. So, which one, think about what source may be more credible and don't get worked up. We're going to go over the sources here in a minute. What is the date of the article or the source? So when it comes to science, you want very recent articles. You don't want anything old. Um, and then when it comes to history, so it depends on the topic that you're writing about. So like history, you don't really, history doesn't change. So it's okay to use sources that are a little older. And actually, your primary sources are going to be older, which is fine, because they're authentic. So think about the topic and whether or not uh, date is as important as it would be for your topic. And then where does the source fall on the media bias spectrum? So I had talked to you about the Daily Mail, and then I also talked to you about the Reuters. So here, the website you can click, it's right here. And this is the chart that I'm going to have you guys use, which is right here. It is kind of overwhelming, but hang on just for a second so I can get you where we need to get you. Close that out. Okay. So here we are. All right. So this is a spectrum of all of the news sources, as many as possible that they can actually accumulate. And be careful because you can only stick in 5 sources before they make you pay, or you can open up a new browser with a different browser tool. In the meantime, just stick to 5. And so let's type in Reuters. So say you found an article from Reuters. So click Reuters, and then it kind of is less busy as soon as it finds Reuters. Hopefully it'll pop up here in a minute. I'm not sure why it's not going. Why aren't you going? What's going on? Hmm. Not sure what's going on, you guys. Hmm. Well, hopefully, maybe I can make a different video about this since we're having some issues. So I'll go back to that here. I'll make a separate video for that. And then the third paragraph is where are you going to put this information in your paper? So we already went over essay organization. So now, what part of your essay is this information going to go into? Is it background information? Is it going to be part of your first body paragraph, second body paragraph? Where do you think you're going to put that, and how will it support your your thesis statement? So, um, again, this is an example right here. 3 paragraphs. You don't have to make them long. Just cut to the chase. Don't get all wordy. Just address the questions that are posed. Summary, credibility, and then where are you going to use it in your paper? And that's it.